When the Earth is near its end, people are rushing to shift into space, but this poor guy is searching the whole universe to find his lost daughter. It's the year 2092. The forests have disappeared and the world has turned into a desert. With Earth no longer habitable, the only place left to go was space. Through the miracle of technology, the humans can go fishing in a stream above the sky. This is only the beginning for UTS. It's a cooperation dedicated to build a new orbiting home around the Earth. But in these attempts, the space is getting filled with trash and remains of spaceships. Many broke people risk their lives to gather the recyclable trash and sell it to a factory to earn a living. One of them is Tae-ho. Besides the risky career, he is also searching for his 7-year-old daughter, Suni. He tries selling rare organic rice to a security organization, so they let him see the latest dead body found. However, the owner doesn't accept the rice and asks Tae-ho to give away his magnetic shoes. They are a big necessity in Tae-ho's work, but he gives them just to look for his daughter. However, the dead body is not Suni. While the poor people like Tae-ho are suffering every day, the rich ones are already settling in UTS Celestial Paradise. A group of reporters travel there to meet the founder of UTS, James Sullivan. He is busy in his personal garden where he is growing genetically modified super plants. It can produce 8 times more oxygen than regular plants, and its growth rate is phenomenal. UTS is also going to launch their new colony on Mars. James believes that humans did really dirty to Earth by wasting the resources, but he will not let that happen in his new world. The journalists question the 95% of the human population which is still living on Earth. There is a humanitarian crisis. UTC also doesn't care about those humans who are serving as the space sweepers. Space is full of trash. Expired satellites, abandoned space vehicles, and leftover space. Construction materials have collided to form millions of scrap metal parts precariously floating in space. Workers risk their lives to chase down space debris, flying 10 times faster than a speeding bullet just to be able to afford their next meal. James ignores the extremity of the situation and replies that he will try to resolve this issue. However, he has no sympathy for the poor space sweepers. Tae-ho is also associated with this career and works in a spaceship called the Victory that also includes a dominating woman named Captain Jang, a man named Tiger Park, and a robot called Bubs. Together, they fight with other sweepers from different countries to win the latest space debris in sight. They catches the debris, but almost gets crashed on UTS headquarters. Unfortunately, an antenna gets slightly damaged. Tae-ho takes the material to sell, and the total amount comes out to be hardly $500. However, the cashier doesn't pay that amount either, and charges an extra $1,000 for damaging the antenna. Instead of getting money, Tae-ho has to pay the double with taxes aside. He loses his temper and beats the cashier. The cashier warns him with a knife and allows him to take some food from the refrigerator they found in the debris. He also advises Tae-ho to give up searching for his daughter. It's already been 3 years. But Tae-ho is determined to find Suni, but first, he needs to earn as much as possible. Suddenly, headlines run on the television about a lost android named Dorothy. She was stolen from an extremist group called the Black Fox. It may look like an innocent child, but it is actually a devastating weapon of mass destruction. If one encountered Dorothy, they shouldn't even go near it. Tae-ho ignores the news and grabs some shoes from the trash before traveling back to his spaceship. Tae-ho is an intelligent man who built the spaceship from scratch, but the debts never let him get rich. After getting back, Tae-ho sits down with his team members to play cards. Park mentions that his rice has been missing. A few other things disappeared too, and Park believes that one of them are stealing and selling stuff to earn some extra cash. Tae-ho stays quiet as he's the thief, while Jang changes the topic and starts talking about their financial conditions. They have also received a seizure notice from court and their manager has run away with money. Tae-ho finally speaks up and asks Jang why she trusted such a man. They have lost $100,000, which was all they had. Park blames Jang for stealing the rice and they start fighting. After calming down, they get to work and explore the abandoned ship they found. Surprisingly, it is in a good condition and may help the crew earn some cash. Suddenly, they hear weird noises and proceed to explore the cabin. There's a little girl lying between the airbags. The crew takes her inside and starts discussing what they should do with her. They wish that her family is rich so they can get some money for finding her. She reminds Tae-ho of Suni and he gets lost in memories. Yang assumes that it's just a lost child, but then she hears the news. The innocent little girl is actually the deadly android Dorothy. The team rushes to the next room and locks the door. They are scared to death and call the police immediately. Until the operator picks up, the team decides to tie up Dorothy outside the spaceship. Tae-ho is the unlucky man who is going to do this task. He is too afraid to get near the android, and moreover, she looks exactly like a child. Tae-ho throws down the rope and runs back in the cabin while carrying Dorothy's belongings. He searches her phone and finds several missed calls from someone named Kang Hyonu. After looking further in the documents, Tae-ho understands the whole situation. He takes his team to eat outside and shares his plan. Dorothy was stolen from Black Fox by 2 space guards. One of them was killed and the other escaped. Now both UTS and Black Fox are looking for Dorothy. UTS will not pay the non-citizens like them for finding the android, but they can get a ransom from Black Fox. Jang believes this plan is too risky, as Black Fox are literally terrorists. Tae-ho is determined to do it, even if his team members don't help. He'll keep all the ransom money to himself. Hearing about the money, all the members agree. They use a satellite phone and a voice changer to call Kang. They ask for 2 million and Kang agrees immediately. They decide the time and place and ask Kang how to stop Dorothy from exploding. Thankfully, she will not explode without an order. Tae-ho can't believe the plan is working so smoothly. They will be rich very soon. Meanwhile, Dorothy is just behaving like a normal kid who loves drawing. She also starts considering the spaceship crew as her family. Just a few minutes before the appointment with Kang, a police officer visits the spaceship. Tae-ho hides Dorothy and welcomes the officer. He came because of the emergency call Park made earlier. The police officer notices the suspicious behavior of the crew and checks the whole spaceship. Luckily, Dorothy understood the assignment and hides really nicely. As they are running late, Tae-ho tries to bribe the officer, but he isn't satisfied. Jang takes the matter in her hand and threatens the officer that she will complain about him accepting bribes from non-citizens. If he wants to hide the truth, he must kill all the 3 members here. The police officer knows he can't do that, so he leaves immediately. The crew has less than a minute left, so they rush to the chosen location. Jang and Bubs keep an eye on the surroundings while Tae-ho and Park cover their faces and meet the Black Fox dealer in the club. They take the money, but Dorothy escapes. All 3 of them start looking around for the girl before the others recognize her. Unfortunately, the security spots her and alerts everyone to move away from her. The space guards reach there and start shooting blindly. Tae-ho leaves the money and takes Dorothy back to their spaceship. The engine is dead, so they can't fly away. Moreover, it's not safe to use the satellite phone. They'll try communicating with radio signals. Park feels sorry for the cute android and worries what Black Fox is going to do with her. Dorothy is getting attached with the crew as well and reveals that her real name is Cottonham. Tae-ho scolds Park for being so emotional. He believes Dorothy is nothing more than a walking bomb. Tae-ho walks away, but the android keeps following him and asks for scissors. She has magically brought life to a dead plant in the spaceship, and now tomatoes are growing on it. Tae-ho sells the tomatoes and earns some money to repair the spaceship. He leaves Dorothy under Bubs' care, who tells her more about each member. Park was a leader of a drug cartel. He made tons of money by selling drugs and helped poor children. He always had a soft spot for them. The most intelligent member of the crew is Captain Jang, but she has a foul mouth. Bubs also mentions her own desires. He wants to get skin grafting, but he can't afford it. Dorothy asks why Tae-ho is so rude to her, which reminds Bubs of all that Tae-ho went through. Tae-ho was a child soldier. One day he saw something he never had before, a human baby. She looked like an angel to him. According to the rules, he should have sent her back to Earth immediately. He had power to do that, but chose not to. As time went on, he grew attached to her. So just like that, he became a dad. He was only 20 years old. Soon he had problems in hearing. It appeared that an extremely loud noise damaged her auditory nerves. Tae-ho blamed himself, and after that, he couldn't hurt anyone. He got kicked out of the space guards because he wouldn't kill for them. He lost everything he had. He fell from the top of the food chain and hit rock bottom overnight. He was living on the streets with her daughter when a debris collision occurred, and soon he disappeared. The security claimed to find her in 4 days, but it cost a fortune. Suddenly, they get a call from Black Fox, and they decide to meet in 2 hours. But before they can do that, Dorothy runs away again. She unfortunately gets caught by a group of people wearing uniforms and masks. Park beats them up and takes them to the spaceship. They are a space sweepers crew led by Karem, who's working with Black Fox. Jang has already found out that Dorothy is a human, and she wants the captives to reveal the whole truth. Karem tells that Dorothy is actually Kang's daughter. He is a nanobot scientist. Black Foxes are not terrorists. They were an environmental organization, but space guards took over them. They have been keeping an eye on the Mars project. If it can be turned into a paradise, then why not Earth be repaired? Dorothy isn't an ordinary child. She had an incurable nerve disease, but then Kang injected nanobots inside her body. She miraculously recovered and even developed the ability to make dead plants blossom. Even Kang couldn't explain the phenomenon, but knew that Dorothy could save the Earth. But James abducted her to use her in the Mars project. That's how he developed the super plant. Afterwards, he decided to kill Dorothy, but she escaped in time. Moreover, Dorothy can only be killed by a hydrogen bomb, and James has one in his factory. After killing Dorothy, James plans to sweep away the lives on Earth with the after effects of the bomb. James isn't a savior of humans. He wants to create his own world with only the chosen people. Before the crew decide their next step, the space guards attack them. Tae-ho grabs Dorothy and escapes through the vent. They almost fall from the spaceship, but Park rescues them in time. After defeating the space guards, they accidentally enter the debris. The nanobots are eating away the spaceship, but Dorothy has an ability to connect with them and saves the spaceship, and they get out of the debris safely. They connect with Black Foxes and reach their headquarters. Dorothy is really happy to meet her dad, and she tells how the sweepers took care of her. Tae-ho gets the reward money, and everything seems too good to be true. Jang suddenly notices the tracker on their spaceship. The space guards attack them and kill everyone except the Victory crew. They are taken to James, who recognizes Jang as she was a genius who developed multiple technologies at a young age. But then she got against UTS and even tried to kill James. The crew is kept alive to see the end of the world while Dorothy is captured, and her dad is killed too. James gives Tae-ho $4 million and asks him to go find her daughter instead of saving Dorothy. Jang and Park refuse to take the money, and Tae-ho leaves alone. He reads her daughter's diary and realizes that she wanted to be a good person like him, but he is no longer a good person. Tae-ho cries for a while and then returns to his spaceship. He used the money to buy resources, and they flew out of James's territory. They reach the anti-gravity space where Dorothy is kept. The bomb will explode and affect the 5,000 kilometers radius. There's no way to stop it. Tae-ho decides to take Dorothy far away before the bomb explodes. The space guards are following them, so they connect with the space sweepers from all over the world and ask for their help to save planet Earth. They reach out soon and fight the space guards. Seeing this, James gets on a space jet himself and attacks Victory. Little does he know, Dorothy is not on the spaceship at all. She is already sent to the Black Foxes. Tae-ho's plan was to carry the bomb away and save both Dorothy and the Earth by sacrificing themselves. The bomb explodes and the hero apparently dies. After a while, a spaceship is seen coming back to Earth. It's Victory. Dorothy used nanobots to save her friends. James is killed, and UTS has decided to help the Earth people. Dorothy helps Tae-ho to say a final goodbye to her daughter before she runs out of time and gets departed out of the orbit. A few months pass by. Earth has drastically recovered thanks to the superplants. Bubs has gotten skin grafting and become a beautiful woman. Tae-ho finally buys some shoes. Dorothy has formed a beautiful family with the Victory crew, but they still have the same profession. They are the space sweepers.